Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy DJ Troy of Good Intent Village. Today we're going to be talking about two phones. Okay, one is the official iPhone, okay, XR, which is the iPhone XR, and the iPhone XS, okay, which is another one of the latest iPhone. It is, the flagship for the two flagship phones out of the three that just came out, and I really like them. I really appreciate them, but you're gonna understand why is it that I'm foregoing all of these phones to stick with my iPhone 6, okay, my 6X Plus. So let's get into the major difference, okay? And this here is just for the regular Joe out there. When you look online, you see that there are different types of technical videos where people are talking about, the 12,000 or 1,200 megapixels and the display and all of that stuff. The point is, for the regular Joe, most people, including myself, who's quote unquote a techie guy, most people, what they focus on is just basically, ease of use. How is it that the phone is working? People are looking for battery life. That's big on the agenda. What type of programs you could run, okay? What are the best functionality for the camera? That's what people are looking for most times. People are not necessarily into all of these big technological specs, because most people buy the iPhone XR and the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max, and they don't even know what is an A10 chip or what does it mean. What is that processing power doing for their phone? People just know that it's a good phone, okay? So what my recommendations are, that if you decide to get one out of these two phones, you should get the iPhone. Why? This phone here, okay, the iPhone XR, for the 256 gig is $1,300. Okay, it's $1,300 to the 256 gig. Black Friday is coming up, so if you go to Target, you're gonna get back like a $300 gift card. I think if you go to Best Buy, you also get in a gift card, so it might run you to like $1,200. Okay. The thing that I love about this camera is that the picture quality is immaculate. It has very good picture quality. iPhone talk about all the technical specs, and I'll put that up on the screen of all of that stuff. All I know for the regular Joe, okay, this camera takes very good pictures, okay? Yes, it is 12 megapixel. The front camera is very good. When you're taking your selfies, it's just good quality. It's better. It's way better than the 6S Plus that I have here. Okay. The 10R now. The 10S now. Okay. The 10S is a much smaller phone compared to the 10R, but it's way more expensive, right? What a lot of people are saying, or what they talk about, is that the 10S, okay, has a much better display in terms of quality. Okay, the thing is that the 10R, okay, has almost the identical display, and it's, unless you are someone who are really into technology and really into looking at your pixel to see like what is the best possible looking phone, it's not gonna make any difference to the eyes, okay? Because there's some video on YouTube that says that you do not see in 4K, so you wouldn't know the difference between these two phones. But yet still, this phone costs a whole lot more, okay, compared to this phone, even though it's a 5.8 inch display. Okay, this one is 6.1 inch. Okay, this phone, the iPhone, you know, XS costs more than XR. Okay, and for whatever reason, they might say, oh, it has a better display, the pixels are better, everything is better, but to me there's no big difference. So, you know, I believe that you should really stick, you know, with the iPhone XR, because you really can't tell the difference, you know, like I try. In terms of functionality, again, same thing. Okay, everybody is you know, up to the latest iOS 12 operating system. Everybody's up to it. You text the same way, you make phone calls the same way. You know, if you're playing your various video games, it's the same thing. There is just not a big difference, except, you know, if you're looking at screen size. Okay, I'm like, oh, I want a bigger display, but you could always, you know, you could always make your fonts even bigger on this big display. You know, personally, unless you're a fan of a small phone, you know, I think a smaller phone, I think that you should stick to the 6R. All right, now I'm gonna get into a little bit of politicking with, you know, the iPhone 6S compared to these models right here. Okay, I'm gonna get into a little bit of politics. Okay, the iPhone 6S Plus, you know, I like it because, you know, there's a home button here. Okay, not having this home button, you know, for your phone, you know, can present a little bit of challenge, because if you look at the XR or the XS, there's no home button. So in order to log into it, you have to put in your, you know, your password. Okay, and there you go in. And if you want to switch over from one app to the next, you go all the way to the bottom and you swipe left and you swipe right. Versus if you're dealing with the iPhone 6, you know, 6S, you know, 6S Plus, you just press your home button and you get to where you need. The really cool thing though that I'm gonna say about the X10, okay, the really cool thing is that there is a decent facial recognition software on it. Okay, so that means that once it's set up, all you got to do is just look at your phone and your phone opens up. This is a very good biometric program. Okay, it's very good. So I think, you know, other than, you know, the memory and all of that stuff, you know, other than the memory and the better camera, you know, you could stick with your 6S Plus the same way. Okay, because again, it's, you know, it's, for me personally, for the regular Joe, I'm not talking about these guys who are hardcore into the technical specs of a phone and, you know how to explain it. Oh, you have the beautiful pixelation and it have the metal edge and it's very, you know, for those guys it's okay. But I'm talking about the regular Joe Schmo who you're just making phone calls, you're texting people, you're using WhatsApp, you're using Facebook, you're using you know, various LinkedIn, you know, apps, and you're sending pictures and going online. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. Okay, the major difference I would say between the iPhone 6S Plus and the X10R to the regular Joe Schmo is that you have that wonderful face recognition technology, biometrics technology, and, you know, the picture quality. There's an improvement on the picture quality. In terms of the speed of the phone, to me it's the same thing. Like there's no difference, you know. There's no difference. Now, because it's, you know, it's iPhones, you know, you have a certain quality. Okay, I have used other Android devices, Samsung and other devices, and you know, the easeability, the quality and the stability of the iPhone is unmatched. Okay, so if you're in the iPhone market, you know, you could get the latest, or you could get, as you know, the 6S Plus. Okay, you don't have to upgrade because, you know, you're not gonna really tell that much difference. Okay, the major difference, okay, that I see with this compared to the older model is just the facial recognition feature, okay, and also you know, picture quality. Other than that, it's the same thing. All right, so this is your boy DJ Choi, just giving you a quick regular Joe Schmo update on these two phones. Okay, if you want to see, you know, more technical aspects of what these phones could do, there's 1,001 YouTube videos of how to mess around with these phones. But for a regular person who just wants a basic recommendation, you know, I say for ease of use, you could stick with the 6S Plus. But if you want to go and get the 10, I guess you should just get the 10R, because the truth is, there's absolutely, you know, it's there's absolutely, for the regular Joe Schmo, there's absolutely no difference. Okay, there's no difference in my eyes. Okay, so this is your boy DJ Troy. Thank you for watching. Wait for the next video. All right, thanks.